First sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, is Lincoln's premier physical therapy and recovery lab. The Body Lab offers trigger point dry needling, cupping therapy, joint manipulation, and so much more. Looking to relax and relieve stress after a long day or difficult workout? The Body Lab's Recovery Lab is the ideal spot. Featuring infrared sauna, a cold plunge tub, or if you're just looking for enough space to stretch out and reset your mind. Learn more about memberships and schedule your service today at thebodylablnk.com. Or visit the Body Lab in person at 14th and Yankee Hill Road.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley,
who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Yeah. All right, welcome to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. The fastest 2 hours in radio has started. It is I, the black shirt, and I'm with Buck. And the Captain will be in a few minutes, so we're going to get this day started right here. We got a lot of news and a lot of football talk today. Buck, I don't know where to start it off at, but I'll say this. Starting today, Saquon Barkley's backwards hurdle move has been added to Madden 25. So that would be a move you can do on Madden now. So,
well, you got to be able to. That's one of those old left, right, up, RB, whatever. I mean, that's gonna be a tough one to pull off, I would think.
Well, it was a move that they added, so hopefully it won't be too hard. Probably a triangle circle kind of move. So it's kind of funky with the moves that you have on the college football and Madden, but I haven't played college football in probably 2 months now because I get bored with football games.
Do you? I mean, we talked about that game for months and months. I mean, years really, but months leading up to it. And what was your overall thoughts on the college football game?
Right now, I don't play it that much. I think really when I will play it, it's probably during the off season when you miss college football so much.
Yeah, probably.
You'll have something to run to now, so you can start your season or anything like that. But right now, it's so much stuff going on with college football and just the NFL and then with Nebraska football, it takes the love out of it. So hopefully once we get the roster trimmed down, we can figure out a better way to win.
Yeah.
Or however that goes, because it's coming up and there's a lot of things that's going on right now. I'm gonna wait till the captain come in till we do some kind of breaking news. But yeah, 5-star quarterback Julian Lewis will make his announcement today on the Pat McAfee show.
That's That's a different way to do it.
I know that. And Pat McAfee has blown up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
What's the deal with him?
I don't know. I've always said I don't quite get it. He's kind of in the. I guess it's just he's just a combination of former athlete and kind of barstool type of guy that that's kind of risen up over the years, and every company wants their hands on him. ESPN, WWE, I mean, anything and everything they can get a hold of him. So he's entertaining. He's definitely a spotlight for anybody that Matt Rule's been on his show. You can get some national recognition for that. So now recruits going in on his show. I'm sure you got to be a certain level of recruit. Like you said, a 5-star quarterback certainly fits the bill. But we'll probably see more of that if the day goes well. I hope they do the thing. And Terrell, I don't think I've ever asked you where you set up the 5 hats or whatever and just toss one. Act like you're gonna put one on, toss to the side, and grab another one. They record your they didn't record your commitment. You just committed on the spot.
Yeah, I committed on the phone. So it was a phone call for me. It wasn't really a big thing. It was a big write-up though, but it wasn't a big topic. But it probably was big for Nebraska and me. But for me being a JUCO player, it didn't really, go like the high school kids does it. You just commit over the phone and take your visit, then you're there, and you all of a sudden you're a junior. So it's you're just the older guy when you get there. You're just a new young old guy. So
they don't set up like put you in a gym or whatever and take all the JUCO's pictures or anything when you're like who you committed to like they do in high school.
Nah, they just had an article in the paper at the JUCO. I mean, at the city I was in, and that because we had a lot of players sign, so you got to think about the other players that signing too. So it was, we had like probably 4 or 5 guys signed D1 scholarships, just Power 4 schools or Power 5s back there. So, but we had like quite a few guys that signed other places too.
When those programs got to be, was there a long-standing coach there? Because you got to flip your roster. We talk about college as opposed to pro sports. You get a franchise quarterback, you're kind of set, in what you need to build around. In college, you get 4 years, these years 5, 6, whatever. But at JUCO, you've got a 2-year turnaround. That's got to be kind of tough roster management wise for a coach.
Well, we had a new coaching staff. Not all of them was new, but we had a guy. I think our offensive line coach. He was from the University of Idaho. He played there. I don't know where our head coach came from. He came from one of the New Mexico JUCOs. So. And then I had James Shebest. He's a well-known recruiter in the SEC now. Last time I talked to him, he was a special teams coach at Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
So he had moved up, but he was the main guy that really pursued me to go to junior college because, back then a lot of kids wanted the Prop 48, and you're not guaranteed to get out of Prop 48 because you don't play football for a year. You got to go to school. So. I needed that kind of structure where I needed to play football and go to class, because without football, just going to class, you never know. You might not succeed. I know there's plenty of kids who haven't made it out the Prop 48, but at the same time, I just wanted to do something different.
Yeah. Did you have options as far as JUCO schools? Did you look around or did you just kind of take the first one that was suggested?
Well, I took the first one because they always say Kansas was the best league to play football in. Back when I was coming out of high school, they said Kansas had the best JUCO league because it was a running league. We had an out-of-state rule, which was you can only have like 12 players. So it's like a whole bunch of guys out there battling for 12 spots.
Okay,
and that's like probably 6 on offense, 6 on defense, however you want to do it. But it was a rule that, I didn't know till I got there that it was an out-of-state rule.
So a big part of the team was made up of Kansas high school players?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mostly Kansas, then you get your out-of-staters. So, it's like basically you get most of your skill positions and linebackers and DBs from out of state, and you probably try to go with defensive linemen more out of defensive line, linebacker. You try to mix it up with in-state kids.
Yeah.
So it's just like recruiting D1, but different.
Yeah, that would be kind of that's fascinating just to go through. You never, JUCO is from the Nebraska view, I suppose. You know, I haven't looked too closely at who's winning JUCO championships or stuff
Well,
like
I think
that.
Hutchinson is number one this year.
Yeah.
They beat someone 99-0.
Oh,
I think that one of the Iowa JUCOs, they beat them 99-0. So I think Hutchinson is number one this year, and they are from the JCC. So it's the Jayhawk Conference.
Mm.
So that's the conference, the Jayhawk Conference, which is a good running back because Nebraska has picked right before I signed with Nebraska the year before, a guy out of Coffeyville signed with Nebraska, Brian Knuckles. He rushed for 2,000 yards in junior college. So he ended up coming to Nebraska. Things didn't work out well for him, so he ended up, it was a loaded running back room.
Sure was, yeah.
So he ended up going to, I think, Northern Illinois and playing there. But, I also got to play against Corey Dillon, a whole bunch of guys that offensive linemen that made it to the NFL. So, it's a great opportunity. You just got to, you're only there for one thing, and that's to try to get to the next level of football. And that's try to get yourself recruited and try to get back on the map.
Yeah. Well, Nebraska did have some success just, in that era with some JUCO running backs. They had D'Angelo Evans or Thunder Collins and of course, had a lot of success out of the JUCO ranks.
Well, D'Angelo Evans is from Kansas. So he's from Wichita, but he came out of high school, though. So he was one of the kids that broke Barry Sanders' record. Heard about him all through junior college.
While you were there?
About the kid from Wichita. So,
yeah.
I still got a homeboy I talk to now. He's from Wichita. He actually stays in Colorado, and we hooked up during the Colorado-Nebraska game last year. And it's good. Meeting guys at JUCO is just like meeting guys at a D1 stop. Y'all going to be friends forever.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Nebraska can get back to having some success out of the JUCO ranks. James Williams certainly has stood out recently. Like I said, Pelini absolutely made somewhat of a living off of that. So that'd be kind of interesting to see what they do there. And Rashawn's been asking about a kind of a path to Iowa Western, and maybe they've kind of opened that. Rashawn is in the room. How is it going today, Captain?
It's going. It's going. There's a firestorm brewing. I didn't get it started. Somebody called me yesterday. Okay. I got a phone call out of the clear blue sky. I ain't gonna say who it was, but I got a call from a guy that's in football. And he broke down the numbers to what our coaches make a day. A day.
Yeah, you kind of messed that up.
I don't. Nah. See, that's the problem. You were part of the problem.
I'm a part of the problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you why. Because if you can try to say the one technicality because I fat fingered a deal and put what it was. If you go back in there, I changed it, but I fat fingered it and changed it. Nevertheless, it's still the same. You ain't making $25,000 a day, are you? Nope. No. Are you making $4,600 a day? Are you?
No.
$2,500.
No.
22.
No.
36.
Not even $100.
$800 a day. Certainly, you're making.
Probably not.
Okay, so therefore, this conversation, as far as from a pay standpoint, is out of both of our pay grade. But now, why am I bringing that up? If you got coaches, right? New offensive coordinator, they just came for the next 3 games, making about $3,300 a game.
$22,000 a game.
What? 22,000 divided by 30. How many of your days he's here?
He's making 66,000.
You can do 66,000 divided by 3 weeks.
Okay.
By the way, Houston's paying him a bunch, so that's going to continue.
Again, coach told you he was bored.
Yeah.
He said, I was bored. I mean, when you get that kind of money, I know you get bored, so you want a challenge, right? I'm just simply telling you, I know plumbers. I know electricians. I know people who own construction companies. I know people who own all types of plumbing companies. You name it, I know them, okay? They have to go to a site and perform a job, which constructors, they get paid pretty good, right? Plumbers, they get paid decent. But you tell me a plumber that can go make this type of money, the lowest pay, $700 a day, $800, that's your offensive, your receivers coach and your running backs coach. So at $800 a day, do you think a plumber can go and be wrong? I'm asking you, can you be a plumber and go and be wrong.
No, not if you're not gonna make $800 a day too often doing that.
Not $800 a day. So that means you got to go to 8 different spots and be right 8 times. Because if you're wrong 8 times, do you think you're gonna get paid?
No, but I mean,
Probably get paid, but you won't
coaches,
be coming back.
Well, there you go. However you want to look at it. If you come to my house and I call my plumber and he sends his guys out and they don't do the job and my sink is still plugged, you think I'm about to pay? I'm not paying. I'm not paying. All I'm simply saying is it's time out for the excuses. Say what you want. Say what you want. But it's time out for the excuses. Those coaches get paid to coach football. Coach football. Stop putting it on the players. Let's stop putting it on anybody and pointing fingers. Time out for that. Let's coach football. Y'all get paid to coach, coaches. Handsomely. What? Y'all scared? I ain't. I'm not trying to get a job at the university. Let me start by saying that for all of y'all peanut gallery people that think the captain wants a job down at the university, I don't. I told you, I got the best job in the world. I get to talk about it. I get to see from my expertise eyes and say whatever I want to on these airways as long as it's legit, okay? All right, yeah, I was wrong. The numbers was a little wrong, but we fixed the numbers and we fixed the problem. Have you fixed your running back problem? Have you fixed your tackling problem? Have you fixed that? Have you fixed you can't get a punt return over 5-10 yards all year? Have you fixed that? Is that fixed? You can't block on the perimeter. Is that fixed? Hold on. Yo, some of your running backs can't see holes. Is that fixed? See, while we up here doing all of this and doing all of that, let's just say, what can we do to fix the situation? We brought in the offensive coordinator. I think it looked better. I thought we looked like we got a half identity. But when ice melts to water, you got 13 points. I'm just telling you what I've been getting. People have been just I had a lot of time to think, just blowing me up. What? You scared. You ain't got nothing to lose. You a Georgia guy anyway. You ain't got nothing to lose.
Hey, you see how rowdy you got the text line within 3 minutes you've been in here.
Yep.
You got
That's what I'm here for.
You got them routed that fast.
That's what I'm here
the
for.
Captain's mic.
Stir up the pot.
That's what somebody said.
Stir up the pot.
8668 says, stop with your constant negativity. Do you pay the bills? No wonder we can't recruit.
I pay my bills. No, you can't recruit because you don't know talent. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
This is the stupidest argument. You're comparing normal jobs to college.
You know what? That's again, because you're reading that, we know where your mindset is. But the fact that you would even read that foolishness.
I mean, you breaking down coaches' payments
so
for
what?
I mean,
what?
We should have been doing this every year to Scott Frost, to Mickey Joseph,
I did it every
year. The rest of them.
I did it every year.
I mean,
Scott Frost, hold up a second. Every single established so-called person from Scott Frost to Mike Riley to Callahan all got raises and they was losers. But tell me how you know. Explain to me, how do you get a raise for doing a less than mediocre job? How? I'm sick of it. I can't keep doing up and putting up this facade like everything is peachy and cream because y'all want to be like, oh, must be nice. Oh, I'm sick of it, man. I've been here all my life, 49 years of being a Husker. And at some point, it needs to change.
You balled up my paper. You see, I don't like
I should rip it up.
You don't.
You ever read one of them texts talking about mute my mic? I'll mute your mic before you mute my mic.
Well, I just think
Dad just said it again.
I don't care.
I think you're going to be upset.
I love you, but I don't care.
You're going to continue to be upset for as long as time goes on because college football coaches are going to continue to make more than radio hosts.
It's not about. See, that's what I'm saying. This just shows y'all mindset. I'm not comparing what I make to what they make. I'm not comparing that. I'm saying they got a job to do. Okay, and how many of those coaches, every single coach down there, and you can say what you want to, makes more than Coach Osborne did?
Yeah.
Every one of them. You got analysts that's making $200,000. Y'all mad at me because I'm calling a spade a spade? You mad?
This is happening at programs around the country.
You mad? No, bruh. It's not happening because when you haven't beaten Wisconsin in over a decade, let me say that one more time. You haven't beaten Wisconsin in over a decade. You tell me, what's that from? What is that from? You ain't beat them in a decade. What's that from?
Losing.
What from what? That's 3 different regimes, 4 different regimes have not beat Wisconsin in over a decade. Why?
We're not that good.
Nebraska football
Why?
is pretty bad.
Why?
Yeah.
Or is it because you ain't getting the players? What is it?
Players.
What's the problem?
Players, coaches, both.
So then, if the people that are the principals in the room, when you go to class, the teachers, if they allow the people in the peanut gallery, the kids, to not let the other kids learn correctly, what do? They kick them out. I'm not pointing this finger at that person or that person. Collectively, we got to change our mindset in order to even beat Wisconsin. Because if you don't beat Wisconsin, now, I don't want to hear it, okay? You don't beat Wisconsin. Again, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving feast. Pre-order a 12-pound whole smoked turkey or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A 4-pound boneless ham is $50. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks, exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 44. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds, below around 27. And tomorrow, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day with light winds and a high around 50. Our meteorologist Kyle Lecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Salt Mine City is now open at 8th and R in the Haymarket. Come check out Lincoln's newest brewery with 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager, Brick Street Amber Wheat, and so many more. There's daily drink specials like $1 off Moscow Mules on Tuesdays, $6 IPAs on Fridays, and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 26th is $3 off on bacon, 25% off hanger steaks, 20% off all summer sausage, and 20% off all cheeses. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
At Coppell Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
Mulberry Barbecue is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
One great idea can change your life.
ABC Fridays. Shark Tank is all new.
That's the American dream right there.
With guest shark Todd Graves, founder of Raising Cane's.
I want to be on a team with you.
Emmy-winning Shark Tank, Fridays 8, 7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
.7 The Ticket, Captain Show.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's happening, Bob?
Oh, not too much. How are you doing?
What do you have in the morning? It's Thursday, and it's Beat Wisconsin week. I've had several texts and emails about rumors and such, and I have to just simply set the standard for how business is being done here. We are FCC regulated, insured for liability purposes and otherwise. We're not a podcast studio. We are a radio station. We are a federally regulated radio station. And a reminder to the listeners, while you may hear rumor, we're not in the rumor business. We're not in the hearsay business. We're not. We're here. We're in the conversation business. And we're here for you. And you can ask us any question you want. We answer the things that we're able to answer the way that 93.7 The Ticket wants to represent itself. We invite y'all every day to come hang out with us for an hour, 2 hours, 18 hours. So we want to talk to you. We want to be inclusive in the conversations. And the conversations are for you. The difference between podcast is outward. It's to be heard. Radio is conversational. It is to be inclusive. That's what it is. So when it comes to rumors, listeners, all feel free. You can text your boy. You can share rumor and whispers and all that. The Ticket doesn't have any desire. We don't have to be first. We have to be right. And often the best thing that happens is that we decide to allow things to play out. The story is not about us. None of these stories are about us. The community, the program, etc.
we want y'all involved in it. Again, we have invited you in to come hang out with us. So while rumors happen, and in sports, they're constant, they're consistent, they're often way too loud for our own good. That's fine for them, for the people that want to be in the rumor and whisper business. We're sports talk. We're family. We act accordingly. We treat each other accordingly. So we set the standard, respect the brotherhood, respect the listener family, the ticket family across the board. Nothing that needs to be talked about has to be frictional that way. It's not what we're doing. I came in here because I love y'all. I'm consistent in that. Text line, text in, give your opinion. You can say what you want to say. But we, as the paid professionals, have an obligation to stand in line for doing the right thing and be inclusive all the time. Farley, we good?
Yeah.
BJ, we good?
Mm-hmm.
Bach, we good?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, y'all. Have a fantastic Thursday. Fastest 2 hours in all of sports.
There you go. There's DP, the boss man. And of course, there's going to be a lot of rumors circulating around this time of year. So just to kind of put it square away where we're going to stick to on 93.7. Well, we do have Nebraska, Wisconsin coming up. As you guys know, big week ahead. You mentioned it 10 years in a row. And I think that's, well, not 10 years, 10 times in a row since 2012, over 10 years that Nebraska has not been able to defeat the Badgers. You actually asked a pretty good question, Rashawn, which is, what is the overarching theme of that? Why hasn't Nebraska been able to do that? And so, I mean, what are you guys' thoughts? Because it goes through coaching staffs, as we've said, several coaching staffs, even the last, the last successful coaching staff in Bo Pelini. I mean, he was partially brought it and taken out of town because of what Wisconsin did to him a couple times in those games. Of course, 2012 Big Ten championship game, and then in 2014 when Melvin Gordon ran all over him.
At least Bo Pelini can say he beat Wisconsin.
Yeah, and he did. But that's my point is, so it's been several coaching staffs, lots of players, lots of different, and somehow Nebraska hasn't been able to beat Wisconsin. What do you think that the biggest reason for that is?
Coaches get paid too much money. Players get paid too much money. And there's no real work put in. It's like when you come from money and your parents don't teach you the power of a dollar or the power of working for a dollar. You get up and you think that they're supposed to give, mommy and daddy's supposed to give you everything. You don't have to work for it. So from me being a father and a grandfather, being a former player, being a fan now, it looks like mommy and daddy are giving them so much that they don't have to work for it. So that's my opinion on why we won't be good, because we got a bunch of prima donna players and a bunch of prima donna coaches that look down the bottom of their nose, even though they're not very good. You're not very good. That's not a good football team over there. That don't mean that they can't get better. But if we don't know the problem, how can we fix the problem? And if you just say it's just on the players, I'm with that. I'm with that conversation. I think the players have to step up. The coaches can't tackle. I say that all the time. But we're looking at the whole soup, not just the part, not the potatoes and the carrots. We're talking about the stew meat. We're talking about the sauce. What's the base? All of that makes the soup good. If you miss one ingredient, soup might not taste the way it's supposed to taste. So we're here, I know I am, on radio to just talk awareness. That information came across my table. So it's funny that because I fat finger something or I put one piece of something that we want to point that out, but not point out what I'm talking about. I don't want their jobs. Okay? I would go do their jobs for the same money that DP is paying me right now to be on the radio. I'll go do their same job. But I don't want that. I want to be a grandpa. I want to talk about football. I want to go to games freely. I don't want to be. Did you hear what Coach said? Bob, what time they get there in the morning?
That's a lot. A lot of hours.
6 o'clock in the morning. What time they leave? 11. Okay, being a coach, the reason they get that kind of money is because they're there and they're putting all the time and the effort into trying to make this team look good. Well, if you're there from 5 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the morning, then what's wrong with Nebraska football? How do you beat Wisconsin? Ask Bo. I mean,
that would be my first guy to ask.
I'm just simply saying to you, I mean, it's very simple. What do you mean? Last year, I was at the Wisconsin game last year. When did we win that game? When did we lose that game, I say? Overtime. Remember, we came out running the ball down their throats. Remember? With a backup quarterback.
Yeah, Trevor Purdy.
Mm-hmm. And then what did we do? We got to the third and fourth quarter, and then what we wanted to do was throw the ball around the yard. Defense playing lights out. By the way, shout out to Ty Robinson. You know, when you go back and you really look at the whole grand scheme of things, Ty Robinson has put together a pretty doggone good senior year. Last year, I think he had 1 or 2 sacks. This year, he's up to 6 already. More tackles for losses, more tackles this year. That's production to me. But the production is in the action. You can see production. When are we going to stop being lied to and accepting the lie? Okay? Get better. We got to get better. I'm going to let you guys handle the stick, the 1s and 2s, and I'm just going to chime in and go drink me a little coffee with a lot of sugar in it.
From the mill.
From the mill. What the break part.
All right, you listen to the captain here on 93.7 The Ticket. Still 3-time national champ Rashawn Jackson in. Still have the All-American and Hall of Famer now, Terrell Farley in as well. Myself, Jake Bachman. We'll be back after this.
There are moments in life, surrounded by family and friends, when you realize this is what it's all about. For 65 years, the Riddles family has been creating jewelry to capture these precious moments, crafting one memory at a time to last forever. Now, join them in celebrating Riddles Jewelry's 65th anniversary with incredible savings. Enjoy up to 30% off engagement rings. And for a limited time, save up to an additional $700 on your ring purchase. At Riddles, they're more than jewelry. They're here to help you create moments that truly sparkle, surrounded by the people who matter most. Family owned. Today, tomorrow, forever. Riddles Jewelry.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and is currently searching for journeyman plumbers to join their team. Experience is preferred, but not required for all applicants. When you join the team at Davis Plumbing, you'll receive full benefits package with paid time off. Join a small local business doing big things in Lincoln and surrounding areas. Apply today by calling 402-525-6922 or find them on social media. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering an amazing Black Friday sale for all ticket listeners. You will get the Winter 10-week challenge for 40% off and get all of December for free. Start your transformation before the new year arrives. And at the end of the 10-week challenge, someone's walking away with $1,000. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine, and online at fxblincoln.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Mulberry Barbecue is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Starter Heyman Jewelers. My grandpa Don always made sure that our diamonds are the most exceptional you could find in the world. That's why we're introducing our exclusive Heartland Diamond Collection. If you're ready to add some sparkle to your life that you can see from across the room, the Heartland Diamond is for you. Stop in to Starter Heyman to see for yourself. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket, the fastest 2 hours in radio. And we'll call this the Rabbit Hole Bakery segment. Found on Q Street, right below Tipsy Tina. Today, we have a salted caramel blondie and a pumpkin pie tart. Will be available to the end of the month. So if you haven't been to Rabbit Hole Bakery, go check them out. They bring us some of the finest sweets around Lincoln. And I haven't even tasted mine with Bart. I called you Bart.
That's all right.
Go ahead and taste. Go ahead and taste your pumpkin pie tart and give the people on Captain's Land a taste bud test.
Oh boy, I love pumpkin pie, so this is gonna be good for me.
And I'm gonna taste the salted caramel blondie.
Fantastic, absolutely delicious. You know, it's getting ready for Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie is one of the things I look forward to most in Thanksgiving, other than football, of course. But man, is that delicious. And, you know, you can get in a small bite. That's what was part of the problem. You buy a whole pumpkin pie, even as much as I like pumpkin pie. I mean, I shouldn't eat it. I probably could eat a lot of it, but just getting a little bite like this and these servable bites that look fantastic. So yeah, I mean, absolutely. Go grab these from Rabbit Hole Bakery. Delicious. And you've got a little bit something different, don't you?
Yeah, I got the salted caramel blending, which is great. I mean, it's sugary. It'll get you bouncing around and probably good with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
With 2 shots of espresso. So
I can see that.
Bach, I got a fun fact right here. Nebraska football has officially became the worst decade of posted the worst decade of any blue blood program in college football with 68 losses from 2015 to 2024. Next on the list was USC from 1991 to 2000 with 52. 68 is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
It's 8 blue blood programs.
Yeah.
So we automatically know that one who they are, but at the same time, that's a crazy number.
Yeah, see if I can rattle them off here. So it's Texas, USC, Nebraska, Oklahoma. Then I start getting lost. Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame. I feel like I'm missing one there.
Alabama.
Nebraska, Alabama, of course. Yeah, see, need somebody around there.
So Alabama was third on the list. I think they was from right before they got back good, but they had 50 losses in the one decade. So Nebraska tops it with 68 losses in a decade from a true blue blood. Notre Dame too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's and it's frustrating and it goes, it's kind of lets you know how long we've kind of just stuck in mediocrity or chasing three, whatever you want to call it. Is that because you always hear that, it's like, well, every program goes through their struggle, and yeah, they do. But it's just been especially long for Nebraska. Now, why I say that, and you say, well, maybe why that be? Now, one thing is obviously that Nebraska, we've all lived through it the last 10 years, administratively, coaching wise, all that is just not, it's not where it used to be. And now hopefully you're going to turn that corner, right? With every new coaching change, you hopefully can turn that corner. But the other part of it is it just shows you and continues to highlight just how amazing Tom Osborne and Bob Devaney, but particularly Tom Osborne for 25 years, and of course the Bob father for starting up for his 10 years, but how amazing that 35-year stretch is, because you look at all those other programs that are in the blue blood category, they don't have, it's the same old thing, but the geographical disadvantages that Nebraska does, or recruiting, your state, all the same things that go into it. But again, so that might be why Nebraska's kind of particularly struggling to get out of that. If you kind of look outside of the as a program, maybe if you look outside of the individual decisions that have been made. But I think that further highlights, one, how great Tom Osborne was, and two, how long it's been, how much this struggle has been kind of staying put. And that's why, I said it last week, that that loss against USC, I don't think individually, if you kind of separate it, yeah, USC was a 4-5 team, so there's that. But Nebraska played a full game, had a chance to tie at the end. If you just put that on its own, it's kind of like, okay, it's not so bad. But if you add it to a 4-game losing streak on top of a year of losing a bunch of close games, on top of a whole nother coaching staff that just couldn't win close games, on top of 10 years of it's all adding up to Nebraska fans. But by golly, pat on the back. We'll see it against this next week. They're going to show up and they're going to support their Huskers, hopefully to get through this awful decade and finally turn the corner. You mentioned it too, that USC second in there for their run in the 90s. Well, they had a heck of a run in the 2000s. So hopefully we'll see something around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Georgia struggled for years before they flipped the strip, and you have Auburn who's up and down. You have Ohio State who had one bad year, probably when Luke Flicker was there. But what I'm saying, Nebraska, ever since Bo Pelini left, 9-3. Okay, 2014.
Yeah,
but the coaches we bring in, you don't blame the coaches. You blame the AD. He's the one that hired the coaches. Mike Riley never should have been hired here, probably.
Yeah.
Scott Frost didn't really care about his job enough to for me. I didn't see that he cared enough about the university for him to do better. Now we're here with Matt Rule. Probably does need a new coaching staff. Probably going to make a lot of changes during the offseason. But you can't discredit this guy because he took the same coaching staff with him to Temple, to Baylor, to the NFL. Now the NFL we're not going to count, but these guys went to Baylor with him. These guys went to Temple with him. To him, they're great coaches. To us, they're not, because we're failing on all levels. As a fan, we see that. Now, as a radio guy, I won't get up here and say, "Hey, this coach needs to go." He already know who needs to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll see some moves.
We'll see some moves. I mean, and then with the new offensive coordinator, I mean, I feel better this week about us winning than I did last week, because now after seeing his offense and seeing the way it's ran, we have a better shot this week at winning this game than we probably for the rest of the season, even though we only have 2 games left.
Well, and at this time, you know who your team is, right? I mean, at this point, we know that the offense is definitely a work in progress. That's probably a nice way of putting it. And the defense is going to have to stand up. Last week, going into it, part of the reason why I wasn't so optimistic is that offense that was going to be a work in progress, as I put it, and debuting a new offensive coordinator was going to have to score like 28 points. That's what I was saying all week, and what it ended up being 28 points that they needed to compete with USC, because that's the level of offense that they have. This Wisconsin team, I don't expect it I'd be surprised if either team gets to 20. And if they do, then it's on the defense this week, because the defense needs to be able to hold this Wisconsin offense that is so frustrated with their offensive side of the ball.
No single caller. They
got rid of their offensive coordinator.
Who's going to call the plays this week? They don't know.
Yeah.
Who's going to play quarterback this week? They don't know.
Yes.
So they're in the worst boat we in. So we should take advantage of this team and because they don't have an offensive coordinator, because they're starting from scratch again, but they still can run and pound the ball and still play football. So you have to watch out like this, like any given Saturday. They're going to be ready to play.
Yeah. And they are. I mean, I think people too see this as maybe a more winnable game than Iowa. And I think that's fair. Iowa blitzed Wisconsin. But Wisconsin has, if you look like wise opponents, I mean, they killed Rutgers. We struggled with Rutgers.
Yeah.
They've had a few games where they kind of blew some teams out that we had struggled with.
Yeah, they played the number 2 team, the number 1 team in the nation, lost 3 points. We played the number 2 team in the nation and lost by what? Ohio State, 4 points. Yeah. So, either way it goes, we both had our chances.
Yeah.
So now it's the battle of the 5-5 teams. So and that's all what it was. And this is what I say. I mean, I don't blame coaches. I don't blame players. This is who I blame. I blame us for overhyping ourselves. We overhype this team. We do it every year.
Oh yeah.
We do it every year. Recruiting's not the best. Coach is not the best. I always say this: if you want to win the Big Ten, you better get Big Ten players. And we don't have Big Ten players. We don't have those big burly guys. We don't have those 4 and 5, and I do believe in their 4 and 5 star system, because teams like Ohio State, Oregon, they get all the 4 and 5 stars. Look where they at today. Number 1, number 2, Penn State, number 3. Indiana doesn't have it, but they got a coach they believe in. Why can't we go in there and do the same thing Indiana did? Why we can't go in there and do the same thing Coach Prime did? We talked about Coach Prime so bad, I don't even want to bring his name up no more, because I'm embarrassed for us, how we treated him, how we talked about him, and how we think we're so better than everybody else that we're still at the bottom of the bucket.
Well, and again, I've always kind of kept my expectations at bay from a team, again, that's 7 years removed from going to a bowl game. So I'm a little less disappointed in the season than others, because I kind of thought maybe 6 or 7 wins would be in the cards, but I've said it since they were 5-1 in their early break. It's going to be a dogfight to get to a bowl game, and here they are fighting like hell and against 2 opponents that they've really struggled against over the years to try to get to this bowl game. But it's not just a fan vantage point. They literally have moved on from their offensive coordinator over there at Nebraska. So they're kind of disappointed in where they're at as well. But all that, keep in mind, I always say too, you are what you hire. If a guy on his resume,
you are what you put on the field.
Well, the guy on his resume, Matt Rule, has 2 year 2s at Baylor and Temple that are around 500 football. Now, people say, well, that's not going to happen in Nebraska. It's not going to take that long because of this or that. And, of course, he's going to say that because you're going to hope that they can get better than that. But you kind of are what you hire, and that's where Nebraska is now. That puts a lot of pressure on Matt Rule in year 3 because that's when the jump has traditionally taken off. But let's take a quick break here on The Captain. We'll be back with more Nebraska football talk. Big game this week against Wisconsin. We'll talk more about it coming up next here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street. Salt Mine City is now open at 8th and R in the Haymarket. Come check out Lincoln's newest brewery with 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager, Brick Street Amber Wheat, and so many more. There's daily drink specials like $1 off Moscow Mules on Tuesdays, $6 IPAs on Fridays, and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
One great idea can change your life.
ABC Fridays. Shark Tank is all new.
That's the American dream right there.
With guest shark Todd Graves, founder of Raising Canes.
I want to be on a team with you.
Emmy-winning Shark Tank, Fridays 8, 7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
At Koppel Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining from more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree option. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop. Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to wefixbasements.com to learn more.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts and schedule inspections all year. Take advantage of specials through December 13th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our winter service specials. Visit landmarkimp.com for a complete schedule and experience the Landmark difference.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit LOVB.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. The fastest 2 hours in football is back, and we are ready to talk some football again. I'm going to read a couple of these little text messages. Custer say, who was the best receiver that Carolina had when Rule was there? Steve Smith was still there, wasn't he?
No, I don't think so. I think DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore. Pumpkin pie is the goat of pies. I have to disagree with you on that one, Drumstick, because sweet potato pie is the best pie in the world.
Pumpkin pie. I agree. I think pumpkin pie. Apple pie is pretty good, but I'd go with pumpkin pie.
All right. IQ right here. A part of supernology is the patience in allowing it to marinate, to come together. I'm tired of coaches' carousel that has been happening in Lincoln. I'm hitching my horse to Rule. He's made a tweak to his recipe, and Coach Holgorsen. It's time to allow the team to simmer in jail.
Yeah, there sure are a lot of feelings that can be set aside with just a win. Again, I mean, it could get toxic when you go through a long losing streak, and that's what Nebraska's had, a 4-game losing streak. I still, and I'm very intrigued. If you've been listening to the radio the last couple days while I've been on, is asking people, are you at that point? Are you at that intersection where you go from believing in Coach Rule to hoping that Coach Rule is the guy? Because I think there are a lot of folks that are kind of in that transition. And so, Terrell, I'll ask you: do you still believe that Coach Rule is the guy to get this program around, or are you kind of getting into the hope phase?
I don't know. I truthfully don't know, because the way college football is turning around right now. I mean, you got coaches like Coach Cincinnati who comes in and does it in 1 year. You got a guy like Deion Sanders who tear down his whole team and build it up in 2 years and goes 8-2 so far. You could always cry and complain about is the Big 12, but the record always speaks for itself. Now, what the thing with Coach Rule is that, I mean, he's probably a good coach, but only time will tell. I mean, his record doesn't say, I mean, his record says he's a above average coach. I mean, does that make us an above average team? Because above average is still not great, but for us to be where we want to be, I think recruiting has to get better. I think coaching on the practice field has to get better. And I think the players has to be held to more accommodations, to more stuff than just bad play. You're getting paid now. I mean, we could throw the pay part out because it's always going to be there for now.
Yeah. College coaches are overpaid. It's not.
No. I mean, but now you're paying the students. Well, now you're paying the students athletes.
Well, yeah.
You got
some of them are going to get overpaid.
Do they care? Do they care? That's the thing is, I mean, you ask yourself, do the coaches care? Do the players care? They get paid every week now.
Well,
they get paid every
Oregon's
month.
players are getting paid quite a bit, and they seem to be doing fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's the attitude of some of the players and the attitude of the coaches. This is a two-way street, not just. It's just you can't just throw the coaches under the bus. Not all of them. Some do care, but do some of the players care? Do they care? I mean, they talk good on radio. They talk good in the interview, but deep down, do they care? Because it doesn't seem like it when they play the game of football. Guys miss the tackles. Guys have you the only one for stopping this guy from getting in the end zone. Do you try to stop him? No, you don't. You just throw your head down and grab him. That's not fundamental football. I mean, we always say blame the coach, blame the players sometimes. I mean, they the one out there playing.
Well, it's interesting. LSU is on their own 3-game skid. And their one of their players, Will Campbell, said we have to finish games. That's something we haven't done. It's not a coaching problem. It's not a scheme. It's none of that. It's us. So it's just kind of interesting, different programs, how they're reacting. And LSU is in a little bit of trouble. So, by the way, their 3-game skid and Brian Kelly, I mean, they expect a lot more winning down there in Baton Rouge. And of course, Nebraska does as well, but it's, different times of the program where they're taking over and different expectations. So that'll be interesting to see if they are able to make it through the weekend. I believe they've got a pretty an interesting game in the least coming up here. I'd have to double check who they play with. But
they said, where's Vijay? Rashawn's coming back. He had to take a break for a minute. He's coming back, so he'll get you hyped when he's back. See, that's the thing about me. I don't need I'm not a hype person. I don't get hyped for football because it's a game. I just play the game. I get hyped when I run on the field. But that's it. I don't need to be hyped talking about nothing or doing this. All the work should be done on the field. And that's the thing. We haven't put in a whole 40 hours worth of work on the football field for us to get a full check. So hopefully this week we put in a whole 40 hours. Because now you got to week 3 of this new offense. You got the new guys coming in who really wants to show this guy that they can play. So, you're going to see a whole bunch of different things. You're going to see young guys. You're going to see the older guys. You're going to see the older guys busting their ass because they don't want to give up most of the playing time to the young guys. But the young guys they're going to play them now because this is where it done led to. Guys not doing it the whole year. Now you get somebody in there. We should have been doing this at the first of the year instead of doing it at the last little bit of the year.
Well, and that's the interesting part because I have seen some fans and some pundits say too is that maybe some of the younger guys should get more of an opportunity at this point, and maybe it's just because if the older guys aren't taking care of it. But it's, to me, this whole shift change idea is not the time. This is the time to put your best foot forward. Try to not think about next year. This season's not over. There's still a lot to play for. If they can get to a bowl game again, it's maybe not where you wanted to be 4 weeks ago. But it is something that this program hasn't done. We talk about not beating Wisconsin in 10 years. You haven't been to a bowl game in 8 years. You've lost to Iowa in 8 or 9 or whatever it is. So I mean, there's still a lot that can get done, and they got to put their best foot forward. And I believe they're ready to do that. But it's going to be an emotional senior day too, because remember, with the scholarship limit or the team roster limit coming down to 105, it's going to be a lot of players last games, not just some of the seniors.
You're talking 70 players, I would imagine. 70, 80 players. If you got 156 now, you got to get down to, you got the guys coming in. You want to get some guys out of the transfer portal. So that number is crucial now. That's a crucial number to have. I can't connect it. Anyway, black shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I won't ask you that question because I think it's a loaded question. So I guess I'll say this. We play Wisconsin. What do we need to do to beat Wisconsin Saturday? Defensively.
Stop the run. Rattle the backup quarterback. This Wisconsin team is an up and down team. They played probably their best game of the season. I wouldn't say their best game of the season last week because they still lost to Oregon. But when you hold the number one team in the nation to 13 points, you got to give you some kind of way. Their defense is probably going to feel better than their offense does. So we have to just play our game. I think last week we gave up a little too much on both sides of the ball. Defense, especially with the rusher. I don't know what kind of offense this Wisconsin team, because they was a air raid team at first, but now they lost two quarterbacks, so now they just are probably going to try to pound the ball against us. We just have to be ready to stop the run and make them one-dimensional.
Yeah, I've been talking about this since game 2, second half of Colorado. What do you attribute the lack of tackling, and how do we change the way we tackle in the games?
Well, we go through this every year.
Well, I've got to keep
every month, but
you got to hear it again.
Well, like I say, you should still be able to have physical contact at least twice a week in college football. No days off. Wrap up. I mean, do it as a team thing. I mean, these kids. I mean, you've been playing this game since the age of 6 years old, man. These are techniques and mental toughness stuff that we're going through. I mean, it's easy to make a tackle. It's easy to wrap up. I could just hold on to you and let my friend come clean you up. Why not? Stop trying to be the unsung hero and try to make a diving tackle and hoping on a prayer that you wrap him up and just go grab his body, grab him. That's what made me a great tackler. I wasn't the best tackler. I just grabbed you. Once I get a hold of you, I'm holding on. That's it.
I'm waiting till the cavalry comes.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Somebody come clean this guy up. Hurry up. Get here.
I need some help.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, Mark, we got games. We got games that are we gonna pick our games so y'all don't cheat me tomorrow? Yeah, you do. You do. Bot's got 82. He's almost got me by 10 now.
Yeah.
The heck?
Well, I only got by 6. A lot of bowl games.
Closer
left.
to 10 than it is 0.
It is. So I've got 82 wins on the year. VJ has 76 and trails in the middle at 75. After
75, he cheating you.
Or 79.
See,
sorry, 79.
You better wake up. You love Bach that much. You let him tell you below me. He said 75. That's below me.
79 from
I was 3 games behind Bach last week.
Yeah, because we both went 7-4. VJ went 6-5. Terrell's 7th win came in not believing in Nebraska, and it worked out. So just to throw that out there too. But big week. Of course, a couple games I think that are obvious this week. Indiana at Ohio State. Number 5, Indiana, Ohio State. One thing to look out for Ohio State, their center now is out for the season. Remember, they already had tackle problems. They've lost a few of those, including against Nebraska. Meanwhile, Indiana says after the bye week that they're refreshed and recharged at full strength to go against Ohio State. So Ohio State's going to be favored by about 13 last time I checked. It's big spread. They're at home. But
give me Indiana.
Those offensive line. I mean, Indiana's
you
probably
said
got
you
the
was
best defensive lineman.
Ohio State, right?
You can't tell me who's the
pick.
No,
you said not picking yet. You're picking tomorrow.
Yeah, we're picking tomorrow.
I know, but I thought you said you was going to pick Ohio State.
I still going with Ohio State.
Okay, I'm just making sure, man.
Yeah,
you're a flip flopper anyway.
You're a flip
big time flip flopper. Yeah. You don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, my record.
I know what I want to do.
Yeah, look at your record now.
So what? So what? Look at my record at Nebraska football.
Yeah.
How about that? You won't take that away from me. Mr. 3-time national champion to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another game that might be of interest is number 24 Army at number 8 Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Now, that's going to be a big spread.
I'm picking the upset.
Notre Dame took care of Navy pretty well. Navy now has lost 3 games, but Army's still fighting, and they're undefeated. And if they win that game, They can really throw out a wrench into the college football playoff system.
Yeah, I like the upset in that one. Yeah, but we won't pick yet.
We're not picking
You're
anything
60.
else?
You're 60-3.
What you mean?
College football record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
And I'll take it. Thank you.
That's all right.
Thank you.
I'm
gonna stand on it too. I'm gonna stand.
I only
if
lost
you can,
2 games.
if you can stand on what you did in 3 games at a program, I should be able to stand on
3
what I
games.
did in 3 years. If you're gonna stand on what you did in 3 years at a program,
2
meaning
years,
whatever,
yeah,
then I should be able to stand on the fact that I've never lost a game at Memorial Stadium and no capacity ever as a player.
Okay.
Whether I wasn't playing or not, guess what? I was playing because every day in practice, I got my head knocked off.
All right, I'll give you that, sir.
Okay.
BYU at Arizona State, Bach.
That's a good one. Arizona State got an opportunity to do the unthinkable.
Michigan at Northwestern.
Wait, BYU, that's the 2,000-yard guy.
No, that's
Boise State.
Oh, Boise State. Okay. But BYU's got a good running back, don't they?
Yeah, I mean they're into the.
No, they got a big back.
Arizona State's favored by 3. BYU just coming off their first loss of the season. That's in that Big 12 race, along with Colorado.
Who did lose to? BYU.
Kansas. BYU lost this past week. Now I'm trying to think.
Kansas.
I got it in my.
Who beat them up?
Kansas. Yeah,
Kansas beat them up.
Yep.
Kansas and Colorado this week.
Yeah, Kansas has a chance to play spoiler again.
Let's get that one, Bach. We'll get that
We'll
one.
definitely get that one. Colorado ain't losing that game.
We'll see.
I don't think so. I don't think
we got
Kansas-
the Ohio State. What you call
Not
it?
enough firepower.
Ole Miss at Florida could be good. I mean, Florida's been has a chance to play some spoiler there as well. One that I'm interested in. I don't know if you guys want this one or not, but Rutgers takes on number 25 Illinois. Illinois just getting back into the rankings. Rutgers has a 40-game top 25 losing streak. Like we know Nebraska has their own. I think it's in the mid-20s, 25, 26, something like that now. Rutgers has that 40, and Illinois is their chance to break that. It's the same thing for Nebraska. Remember, Illinois was ranked when Nebraska played, and they come up in overtime and lose. So I got my eyes on that one. I think it'll be interesting.
Let's go South Dakota versus North Dakota. You don't want to do that
State?
Better be the states, because if it's not,
Is it state? Is it state or is it flat?
8-2 versus 10-1.
Yes, let's do that. Who's 9-1? North Dakota State?
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking. Give me them right now, because guess who they lost to?
Who?
Colorado.
Yeah.
That was it. I'm picking them to win the championship.
How about interesting one in hindsight now for us? USC at UCLA. UCLA is or USC is now the 4.5-point favorite.
UCLA is who we thought they were.
Again, a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in a good way too. Like, UCLA got better.
Yeah.
They just listen. They did the unthinkable. They went on the road and beat a powerful Nebraska team and a powerful Iowa team back-to-back weeks on the road. They did. Or did they beat them? They beat Iowa at UCLA? No, it was Iowa, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
It was at UCLA?
Mm-hmm.
Still, though, they weren't supposed to beat Iowa. What was the point spread in that game?
No, they weren't. They ran over Iowa.
We was 13-point favorites in the game we played against and got beat. Remember, y'all didn't cover. By the way, we're not doing that cover stuff no more.
Oh, yeah.
That's out of
You can't change
Oh,
it.
Nebraska's favored by 2.5. Nebraska's finally favored.
No, can't do that. We got to stop it next year.
All right, that's fair. But who would you pick? Would you pick them to cover
I
or
picked
not
them
to
to cover this week.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I do think Nebraska's going to win this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Oh, interesting fact right here. Dylan Raiola guaranteed a win in a bowl game.
Why would he do that? This year?
Yeah.
He's basically it doesn't sound as profound. I mean, he said it in more of a
sounded
so you starting stuff, Terrell.
I'm not starting nothing.
You is too. You didn't read it right.
Yes, I did.
No,
Your notes ain't right.
That's what the headlines are taking. So he said it. So the headlines are now he
He
guaranteed
said
a spot.
we'll get the win and go to a bowl game.
Where does he say that at?
He was saying that out of confidence in the.
Where did he say that at? Which
in
post
game?
Last week?
This last week, yeah.
He said what?
He said that they're going to win against Wisconsin and get to a bowl game.
All I know is I hope he's right on that one, but sometimes you just gotta be quiet. Don't say anything. Let your past do the talking.
He also said
because if you don't win,
yeah,
what happens?
Yeah, it's
Put
not
your
gonna
foot
look
in your
good on
mouth.
you.
But what did you
Yeah.
say? He also said what?
Well, he also said he knows that a lot of Nebraska fans are probably checked out because of the 4-game losing streak. So
Well, I don't know if
that's
we can
what he said
necessarily
right before.
speak on behalf of the fans. I don't think you haven't been around here long enough to speak on behalf of the fans, and I don't think all the fans are checked out. I think the majority of the fans are still checked in because we've got things we still can play for. We still can have a winning season. We still can end this thing 7-6. We don't have to end this thing 5-7. We don't have to end this thing 6-6. We can end this thing. What are you talking about?
So the 5-star quarterback Julian Lewis, who is going to make the announcement, has committed to Colorado. Dion in Colorado.
Dun, 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 dun.
And the plot thickens.
That should tell you that Deion Sanders is not going. He's not leaving the University of Colorado.
Well,
he is not leaving. There's no way.
Well,
you can't get a 5-star quarterback and leave.
That quarterback could follow him, is what I would say.
Well, that's true. But do you actually think for 1 second that they're going to let Deion Sanders get out of Colorado?
Well, he'll have a new contract at the end of this year.
You dang right he will. 93.7 the ticket. We are, and that's what I'm saying. Hold up a second before I say that. Did Deion and them get a raise after last year?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. 93.7 the ticket. Captain Show. Fastest 2 hours in radio. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and is currently searching for journeyman plumbers to join their team. Experience is preferred, but not required for all applicants. When you join the team at Davis Plumbing, you'll receive full benefits package with paid time off. Join a small local business doing big things in Lincoln and surrounding areas. Apply today by calling 402-525-6922 or find them on social media. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
Hey guys, it's Austin with 93.7 The Ticket. Tune in Thursday night starting at 6:30 for Thursday Night Football. We're bringing you a matchup of AFC North teams. It's division bottom feeder Cleveland hosting division leading Pittsburgh. The Browns allowed 21 unanswered fourth quarter points to the Saints and lost 35-14 on Sunday, while the Steelers kept the Ravens at arm's length in the division race with an 18-16 win in the Steel City. Catch Thursday night's game and all the biggest NFL games right here on Lincoln's home for the NFL, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 44. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds, below around 27. And tomorrow, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day with light winds and a high around 50. Meteorologist Kyle Lecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Starter Heyman Jewelers. My grandpa Don always made sure that our diamonds are the most exceptional you could find in the world. That's why we're introducing our exclusive Heartland Diamond Collection. If you're ready to add some sparkle to your life that you can see from across the room, the Heartland Diamond is for you. Stop in to Starter Heyman to see for yourself. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree options. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
Imagine a world where your office IT runs smoothly, securely, and effortlessly. A day where you aren't worried about the next outage or password compromise. At Hamilton, we take care of everything from monitoring and maintenance to security and support. We partner with your business to design integrated technology solutions that fit your needs now and your goals for the future. With on-site and remote IT support options, we're always just a call or click away. Elevate your IT with Hamilton Managed IT. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade-in approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Making that 200K. Can I get a little bit of that? 200K. Can I get a little bit of that? 800K. Get a little bit of that. One ticket. You know what the ticket is, don't you? Bach, you know what the ticket is?
And 93.7 The Ticket?
No. If I say Bach makes a ticket a year, what is that? I bet you. A what?
1,000.
That's
1,000 years of it.
You've been living here. You've been living in Lincoln, Nebraska too long. See, that's the problem.
100?
No, a meal ticket, bro. When you get a ticket,
a meal.
If you get a ticket, that's
yeah.
a meal. That's a meal. We just call it a ticket for short. You cut it off. It's just a ticket. You know what I mean? Because most millionaires don't even tell people they're millionaires.
Speaking of Brian Kelly, he got caught yelling at a player on the sideline during LSU loss.
Mm-hmm.
But then another player comes off the field and start yelling at him.
At the player or the coach?
The coach.
And what'd he do?
Oh, they turned the camera off real fast. They kept it on there for him to cuss the player out.
Right.
But when the player came off the field talking to him, then they took it off him.
They didn't want to see that.
Nah, they didn't want to see that.
Go in there.
I think he's done at LSU. I hope he. I
think so?
I don't like that guy.
Deion Sanders' name has came up in this LSU coaching deal too.
Yeah, it sure could.
I'm just saying, it's in the South. He got nubs. He ain't got too many toes on one of them foot. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of achy breaky ailments out there in Colorado. The cold weather, it will show you that I know when it's gonna rain, but I know when it's gonna rain. My knees start hurting, my shoulders start hurting, my neck start hurting. It just start hurting. I don't know what it is, the magnetic pull of the rain and what, but I know it's coming. So I don't know. I can't see Deion being in Colorado without the big three that he's got there now.
Wait, he just got a big one.
But he's going with him, though. He leaves, he's going. That's his quarterback. He's going to do that same thing that he did with his son with this kid, I think.
Yeah,
very well
good. LSU, by the way, on their 3-game losing streak, they've got Vandy this week. Who's already played spoiler, obviously, to Alabama. So it could be a big week. I mean, Brian Kelly's seat could get pretty hot pretty quickly. It's been heating up.
Yeah. How do you fire Brian Kelly? What's the guarantee? That's what I'm saying. Before these teams are signing these coaches to 8-10-year deals, are they asking themselves, what if it don't work after 5?
Or after 3?
Or after
For
2?
a lot of these coaches, yeah.
Right? So if they're not asking that question, if it doesn't work, why would you give these coaches all of this money and they're not proven? I love coach, right? But if we really went ice melt to water, or we justify paying them the type of money that we are. Now, if we was paying them half of that and there's accelerators, but seriously, just in the grand scheme of things.
Well, Carolina's paying half of it.
No, they're not.
Look,
they're paying a little bit of it.
No, they're not.
He'll say as much that the coaches in general, because you couldn't pay players for so long, and universities were raking in all this money. It's like, well, what's the constant in college football? It's coaches. So their value just over the years, because he didn't have to pay the players, just skyrocketed into these balloon contracts. And so, and if you just ask in general, probably everybody's paying their coaches too much, but that's it's kind of keeping up with the Joneses.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm all for paying coaches too much money. I'm all for that. But if we're going to pay you too much money, I want to get something back out of that. That's all. And the only thing we can get out of paying a coach too much money is what? Wins, losses. That's all. Don't matter if you play good. That don't matter.
Yeah, I like this one. 773 says, I hate to say it because I like how Rule carries himself, but his staff isn't showing greatness. They misjudge talent, Sims, and who's on the field this year. And they have player talent, but the team continuously underachieves. I'm not optimistic he can make NU elite.
I'm just saying, man, it's gonna be tough. You better go get some people that you better go get listen, you only as good as the people working for you.
Yeah.
So you can say what you want. You can be great. But if 8 people that you got out of the 20 that are working for you are no good, it's gonna be a reflection on you. Now you don't know that until you get them in the situation and you figure out, they probably not been good for the situation.
to him they're great. Well, I wouldn't say to him they're great, but to all of them, they know his coaching style. See, they've been with him to Baylor. They've been with him with Temple.
Right.
They've been with him to the NFL. But at some point in time, when you come back to the college level and you see that it's not working, something has to change on the coaching staff. I mean, I'm not saying get rid of all of them, but something really has to change drastically if this team is going to be great.
Well,
you can't have a guy like Dana Holgorsen coming in 1 week and he's pointing things out that should have been pointed out at the first day of camp.
Correct. That's all I'm saying is I thought we was paying our coaches handsomely, royally to know these things already. You don't go, we get into week 7 and 8 and you don't know what's going on your team. You don't know how to fix it. Then how did you give everybody raises? Okay, I've digressed. My bad, y'all. I'll get back to text.
That's just old man yelling at the clouds to replace BJ yelling, why did they get raises?
Why? Okay, I won't yell. I'm sorry, guys, for yelling at you guys out there in Captain's Country. I won't do it anymore. See, I came in cool, but then, like I said, I got all these calls and text messages and people sending me stuff and wanting to get the captain all riled up before I come in here. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to not whack the beehive. I'm trying to drink the Kool-Aid. But you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. When I was drinking the Kool-Aid, Captain, you don't want to tell the truth. Now I tell the truth. Captain, man, you're too harsh. Which one you want? Which captain you want? But the fact that Coach Rule is doing the things that he knows he's got to do, it says a lot about him. He's not going to wait until year 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. And I'm not going to fire my guys. Well, you either going to do what you got to do for you, or then you're going to get fired for someone else. So I know. 0628 says, give him hell, Captain. I'm trying not to, man. 50% says yes, 50% says no. Terrell told me to calm down. Didn't you, Terrell? Mm-hmm. You said don't do it, VJ. So I'm trying to listen to, my brothers. Bach, they said they got to have a come to Jesus with me. Said, you know what? Let's take him in the bathroom. I said, wait. This is too much. Don't be taking me to the bathroom, okay? You talk to me right here. They told me to bring it down. Turn your phone off,
Captain.
That's what I'm saying. Turn your phone off.
We do have
that's
some
not even my
interesting news from the press conference, by the way.
Come on, give it to
I
us.
could do the breaking news, but Tommy Hill's out the last 2 games, which would make a lot of sense. He's really struggled since they announced his injury.
Well, that's a great thing for him to finally shut it down.
They got to listen to me. That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Right? Because if he plays the next 2 games and gets exposed, his draft stock, it goes this way. Somebody said, they called me yesterday, and they said, I wouldn't be surprised if we went to a bowl game if Tommy Hill pulls out the bowl game to get ready for the NFL. You think he'll do that? Well, obviously, if he's not going to play the last 2, why would he play the bowl game?
Well, you would hope that maybe he could get healthy by then.
Why would he play the bowl game, though? For what? What benefit would he get playing the bowl game?
Well, I mean, if he's healthy and he can show that he is kind of what he looked like earlier in the season, guys, Travis Hunter might win the Heisman. And he's going to have some of the best tape on Travis Hunter all year long. In fact, if you remember, Travis Hunter was talking a lot of trash going into that game, throughout that game, then stopped by the third quarter because Tommy Hill was just doing his job. And then, you remember the Illinois blown coverage. I mean, just since then, Tommy Hill has not been the same. So, I mean, I think he could do quite a bit by at least, if he comes back and looks good his final game. But I think we've seen it. It's his drop and play. It's probably time to go ahead. And they did list that the depth chart this week. Finally, Tommy Hill or Sierra Wright. Now they're making the announcement. They're just going to go pull him out the last 2 games.
Well, the only bowl game he needs to worry about now is the Senior Bowl.
That's it.
Just get ready for the NFL.
Yeah, bro.
And your career in Nebraska is over with.
It's over with. Go ahead and go somewhere to a training facility. I'm being honest.
Well, I'm just letting you guys know that the news, so the report is the last 2 regular season games. He's not necessarily hadn't made a decision on the bowl game.
You got to assume we're gonna make a bowl game. We ain't made the bowl game yet. Just because Dylan Raiola told you we were gonna win against Wisconsin.
Tommy Hill,
show it to me on Saturday.
9 times out of 10, Tommy Hill will be wherever he's from. He'll be there Saturday.
They got that.
Where you from?
Florida?
Oh, he'll be in Florida.
Georgia
Saturday.
somewhere?
No, he's not from Georgia.
He's from Florida.
Yeah. Don't give us. We don't want. We, the state of Georgia, do not want Tommy Hill.
He has agreed to play in the Reese's Senior Bowl too. So
yeah, the Senior Bowl. Good job. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, though. Okay, so he needs to focus on the Senior Bowl and getting ready for draft because he is checked out at Nebraska football. He's checked out. To me, I could be wrong. But from outside looking in, when I look at Tommy Hill's play, when I showed y'all that, you get beat the play before for a deep ball that you should have picked off, and then you come right back, they come right at our best player, and they run straight through you. That's a problem. That's a problem. That means you really checked out already, and it's okay. It's okay. For Coach Rule, you got to get young. Anybody that did not do it my way, and anyway, we'll talk about that later when it comes to fruition. But anybody that don't do it my way, I got to get rid of them. You got to go bye-bye. Don't sound like you want to do it my way.
Oh, no, Bach. You say 21 tackles, 1 interception.
Who?
Tommy Hill.
On the season?
Again, it's not his season.
What did he do last year? Can you look up last year's stats?
He had like 4 picks last year.
Well, I know the picks, but I'm saying how many tackles?
Well, he had 11, 17 plus 60, 40, 43. No. He had 26 tackles last year with 4 interceptions.
Yeah, well, that's a big-time drop-off. So it is what it is. You got to get young. You got to figure out who's going to fill those shoes for Tommy Hill. Tommy Hill's career at Nebraska, thank you for your career, but unfortunately, it's what all of us go through, right? When it's your time to be done, you're done. Period. Yeah. You're done. There ain't nothing that you can do to try to go back. It's like Butler in what's the three's name?
Buford, ain't it?
Yeah,
Buford. Do you think they're gonna let Buford and Butler come back?
Yeah.
No, that's not what he said. They said they asked to come back. He didn't say yes. Back. No, it did not.
Yeah, it does.
No, where?
I just read it the other day.
Where?
Not for to bring it up on air. I can't.
Okay,
hold on.
All right. We'll, again, all you guys is talking about the Malachi Coleman situation. I get it. You want to know, but until it really comes out, we're going to reserve our judgment here on the Captain Show at the Ticket. We're going to wait until the real news comes out. Malachi Coleman want to speak, he might be speaking for himself. But we're not going to dig into the rumor mills, man. We're going to talk truths, not rumors. And the truth is, we got a lot of coaches making a lot of money on a daily basis to coach football. And they're not getting it done, and it's on them to get it done. Period, point blank. And the players as well. 93.7 The Ticket. Power. Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer. Brand. Fastest 2 hours in radio. We'll be right back.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to wefixbasements.com to learn more.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree options. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
Nebraska's Christmas Light Show is back and bigger than ever. The Magical Lights of Lincoln Christmas Show runs from Black Friday through New Year's Eve at Sandhills Global Event Center. Bring the family for a show they'll never forget, featuring over 1.5 million lights. Cost is $25 per vehicle from Monday through Thursday, $30 on Friday and Saturday, and also $30 on Christmas Eve and Day. Purchase your tickets online today at ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com and get ready to experience a drive-through light show like you've never seen before.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 44. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds, the low around 27. And tomorrow, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day with light winds, and a high around 50. I'm meteorologist Kyle Kleckner for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website, you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Honda, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
As you're gearing up for Christmas, it's time to head to Tailored Life in Bennett to get ready with local shopping. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of Christmas trees in all different colors. Plus, many other fall and winter holiday items and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Have you been told by your physician that your testosterone level is fine, but you don't feel fine? Get a second opinion. If your testosterone level is 200, 350, even 500, and you still have symptoms, come to Limitless Male. We treat the person and the symptoms, not the number. Our mission is for you to feel optimal again. So if you're tired all the time, no energy, brain fog, muscle loss, nothing left in the tank, get your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket's Captain Show. I'm with
the Black Shirt
and
Bach.
Powered
by
Bauer Infrastructure. Bauer
Underground.
That's what 2025 consensus big board. Okay. Travis Hunter. They got Travis Hunter going number 1 overall to Jacksonville.
Yes.
Huh? You don't think so? They got Cam Ward going to Cleveland. Oh, my God. These are the worst places to go. Maybe not for Travis because he's got a pretty decent quarterback, but if I'm Cam Ward, do I want to go to Cleveland?
Not historically.
Okay, so then you got number 3, Shedeur Sanders to New York Football Giants.
I can see that.
Really? Teodora McMillan, wide receiver from Arizona.
T-Mac, yep.
Okay, then you got 2 Michigan guys, the D-line and Will Johnson. Going to the Jets. I'm just trying to see where is the first Skur.
You better go down on the top side.
Where is the first Skur at?
Is that a full?
This is crazy.
Full draft?
I'm at 105.
Okay.
I haven't seen a Skur yet. Okay, I'm not liking this. I still haven't seen a Skur. What? I'm at 145, no Skur. Dang. You got to get all the way to 163, 162. Is that what round is 162?
Like the 5th round?
Yeah, so.
Who's that?
Tommy Hill.
They do have Tommy Hill.
Yeah, I got Tommy. Tommy Hill's a great athlete. He's just lazy. Or he's hurt. Whichever one you want to go with.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter. You lazy or hurt. Either way, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? The film don't lie when you turn it on. Do you got something?
Yeah, here's Coach Rule talking about Tommy Hill being out for the final 2 games. Again, this is from the press conference just a few minutes ago.
Tommy will be out the next 2 games. You know, he's tried to play. It's obviously it's tough for him. He's dealing with a lot. And so I just shut him down. He's been invited to the Senior Bowl. Maybe he'll be ready for bowl practice, but he's out there, but he's playing half speed, 3/4 speed. And so that's led to, obviously led to the first touchdown in this game, led to the first touchdown in the Indiana game, led to first touchdown in the Illinois game. So I feel for him. Came to the year with high expectations, had the foot injury, and it's just never quite been the same.
I'll let one of you guys take that.
Well, at least he did say feel for him, but a simple, he's out probably would have done better. Matt Rule usually a pretty good speaker, but kind of put him on blast there. But he's not wrong. I mean, we all know. I mean, we've all been watching it, and that's kind of the frustration that's kind of piling up there. So, I mean, I would probably shorten that answer a little bit, but that's where
he said he scored the first touchdown on him on this game, first touchdown on the other game. I mean, it don't take a rock to figure out Tommy Hill ain't going 100 miles an hour. He's going like 50. So sit him down, give him the chance to think about what he's going to do in his career moving forward. It's over here. And okay, you can say about the bowl game, but you don't know. You're not guaranteed to go to a bowl game. So let's not even throw that caveat out there. It's not out there. That caveat. Did you guys know that they've got Nash Hutmaster before Ty Robinson?
Do they really?
They got Nash at 237 and Ty at 312.
I would think with Ty's play, again, I thought he was playing fantastic last year, but especially, coming on this year, he should be moving up a little bit, but we'll see.
Ty Robinson will be the highest pick Nebraska football player in this
I would
draft.
assume so, yeah.
If we get drafted, Ty Robinson will probably go 4th or 5th round, depending on how he works out. If he has a great workout, he might get better than that. But Ty Robinson is going to go before anybody on that football team. Trust me on that one. There's no way that you go pick up somebody else other than Ty Robinson. But I just thought that was kind of funny that Six finally got the hook. He probably should have got it a long time ago. But sometimes, you got to really go look at this thing, man. That's why this is what I love about Coach Rule. If you point something out and he sees it, he usually acts on it.
Do you think they could have just spitballing here? Do you think they could have moved him to safety to kind of cover up that and maybe still get something out of him?
He don't want to hit.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a progenitor of the mouthpiece hanging.
Yeah.
No. All those guys that got their mouthpiece hanging don't want to hit. No. So when y'all say, he says, this is what Gus Mohawk says. And I'm not telling you I don't want him back. It ain't my job. I don't get to make that decision. But there's a reason why those two guys are coming back to the coach early and say, hey, coach, before you do anything else, we want to come back. And I'll be like, hey, players, show me you want to come back based on how you play. I can almost guarantee you these guys going to be shot out of a cannon because they know they could get cut. That's just me. But I'm not drinking anything but, hey, come down to the mill and get you a raspberry lemonade stinger. Stinger, Terrell. Want one? Want me to get you one? No? You good? So I'm not saying I don't want Butler and Buford on the team. I'm simply saying is Butler and Buford leaders on this team?
I think so.
You ever seen them lead anything on the sideline?
Well, you got to, Butler played a good game against Ohio State. I mean, the
single-digit number guys.
One game,
right?
One?
Well, first of all, Buford's out of place. I mean, he's a guy that, was playing
safety
for a couple of years. Now he's a corner.
He's back to safety.
Back to safety.
Now back to safety.
And they picked on Hartscroft. They
picked on him.
Yes, they did.
He just bad timing. He's jumping wrong and tipping the ball. He knocked the ball down instead of knocking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he often too. I mean, he's 5'9". He had a 6'6" John Robbins on him.
You can't fault him for that. The guy got a big heart.
I'm just simply saying. They said Matt Rule muted the captain's mic. I just made that up. Anyway, Wild Bill. I'm just trying to get to you, Wild Bill. Where you at here? Did somebody say? Hold on. 2588 says they actually have two mouthpieces, one for decoration. You getting beat up and you want to decorate yourself with a mouthpiece. 1255 says I'm all in on Rule, but he needs to upgrade his staff. Quarterback, running backs, receivers, DBs are all underperforming. Bob. Hey, I thought I heard Bob yelling at the game. Did you hear? Did you watch the game? I heard
Yeah.
somebody going, "Go Big Red!" I was like,
It's a whole
"Is
bunch
that
of
Bob?"
No, it's a whole bunch of Bobs at the game.
Is that what it was? It was a whole bunch
of
of Bob the Builders.
Yeah.
What you got, Terrell?
Fresh Bob's in Utah. I'm going home to play my I got chat band again, so I'm going home to play chat band. No, I beat the system, but I'm going home to play Call of Duty. Rebirth Island just came back out again. They took it off. Now they put it back on.
What about you, Bob?
Adam Carricker Show coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
That should be great, Adam Carricker live. Hey, thank y'all for riding with us on this Thursday. Look, we got a day, and then it's time to do battle with Wisconsin. Hopefully, we can beat the brakes off of them, but if not,
Mo Talk on Monday.
93.7 The Ticket style.